Toastmaster Jamuna, Toastmaster Anand, guest Pranati, Toastmaster Ilayaraja, Toastmaster Jayachandran, guest Abhishek, and Toastmaster Sanuksha. Everyone is welcome.
Okay. Please vote for the best table topic speaker. Now we are entering the crucial, unique session of Toastmasters evaluation. The evaluation will be conducted by General Evaluator Toastmaster Ramalingam. I forgot to tell you about one thing about Ramalingam. He was the inventor. He invented the RST, the Ramalingam Standard Time. You have noticed the agenda in Medley Toastmasters. Every meeting starts at 2:55. He convened the area directors meeting in his office. That also started at 9:55. So he is the inventor. I'm welcoming the inventor of RST, Toastmaster Ramalingam.
Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, we are first going to have evaluation for the prepared speakers. Today we had 3 speeches. The first speech was by Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. To evaluate Thomas Abraham's speech, we have an evaluator. This evaluator was district level, first runner-up in humorous speech contest. District level, humorous winner. When I was VP, I asked him to give an education session on a humorous speech. How to give a humorous speech. He was intellectually humble enough to say, Ramalingam, I want a couple of years back. My techniques may not work. So can you just get someone who can give correct techniques which can bring humor? So that way I admired him. How could he say that? He went up to district 1. He used a lot of techniques he learned. In fact, when I went to district, he mentored me. So he was humble enough to say, get someone who's relevant at this point in time. So that point in time, this person inspired me a lot. Put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Rajesh.
General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, guests, my speaker, Toastmaster Thomas in particular. The press conference. What a heated press conference it was. Now, first I would like to talk about 2 things. First is how you presented yourself, and then how you presented the issue to us. First, in terms of our press conference, I felt you were thoroughly dressed to the occasion. I think if there's an award for the best dressed person today, I think hands down you will win it today. The way you were dressed today, and you introducing yourself as a CEO and being very professional, it gave a very professional outlook to the press conference itself. Kudos to you for that. Second most important thing that I really loved about this, you explained the issue that you're actually confronting, a sensitive issue, very early in your conference itself. So that as an audience I was sitting, you didn't leave me wondering what is the issue actually we're talking about. It came very early that you're talking about a murder of a South African High Commissioner in the room number 201. So it was very, very commendable, Toastmaster Thomas. Third thing I loved about your speech is that you are very, very clear in your thoughts. You are very erudite in terms of communicating whatever you felt. And I personally felt, I'm sure many would concur here, that your emotions were very, very controlled. Imagine there's a very tricky situation you are going to address as a press conference, and you have introduced yourself as a CEO. So there's a very, very little room, because you're also on camera, you have very little room to sway your emotions. I personally felt that you control your emotions, and you did a very, very wonderful job here today as a CEO addressing this conference, Toastmaster Thomas. Now I talked about how you presented yourself, how you presented the issue. Now I want to talk about how else you could have presented, right? The first thing I really felt is, if you have seen press conferences, see, your company, that is Hotel Medley's International, is on a firing line because His Excellency has been murdered in your place. So your company is in a firing line. So I expect a CEO who come up for a press conference to actually be very, you may be assertive, but I felt rather than taking a very sitting position, being very authoritative, if you could have stood, made some empathy towards the audience and conveyed your emotions about your deepest condolences to the South African place, it would have been wonderful. Second part of it I really felt was personally the core issue I felt was related to this embassy person who died. But I felt you were more here defending your own employee. I felt the more weightage should be given to the issue about really South African excellency was being murdered. I felt most of the time was actually whatever attack, whatever it may have been. I felt the more of issue, you sounded more like a relative of Hemant here than CEO of the company, to me personally. I think these two things, if you could have addressed it, I think it would have been a wonderful job. I thoroughly loved this press conference. I would not watch Arnab Goswami today. Thank you.